battalion behind me. I'm gonna knock you out. Get from in front of me, cause I'm coming in with the battalion behind me. I'm gonna knock you out. Get from in front of me, cause I'm coming in with the battalion behind me. I'm gonna knock you out. Get from in front of me, cause I'm coming in with the battalion behind me. I'm gonna knock you out. Get from in front of me, cause I'm coming in with the battalion behind me.
The following is a live presentation of TPC Sports.
Welcome to TPC Sports Live's presentation of Week 8 of the TPCHL between the Vancouver Canucks and the Dallas Stars, where once again the Tornado Championship is once again on the line. I'm Nitro63. I welcome in my broadcast partner and longtime friend, Meter. How are you, sir?
I'm doing fantastic, Nitro. Really excited for this matchup here today. Will Steele tie me for the most consecutive weeks with the TPCHL Tornado Championship here tonight.
All right, so off the opening face-off, it is controlled by the Stars. They are in the offensive zone trying to get early shot on goal, not able to, and it is controlled by the Canucks, who skated on out into the offensive zone, controlling at the right circle, and then the Dallas Stars push them out of the zone, and they will regroup at center ice. Vancouver now controlling here at an American Airlines Arena, and here come the Canucks over the line, shot just wide, a Bishop in the cage, and that is deflected all the way and controlled by the Canucks with a centering pass just wide. Bishop once again, and here's Tyler Seguin. Seguin can't get it out of the zone, and is controlled once again by the Vancouver Canucks here, and they are skating it out now, trying to get it out into the Dallas zone, but it is controlled by Dallas once again and is intercepted by the Canucks. Skating it in, looking for some help in front, not able to get it just free. They do intercept it there. Back to the point it goes, a little tripping call, and we have a delayed penalty, power play to Vancouver.
Really a lot of distance there between. I'm surprised that ended up being a tripping call. I'm excited to see the replay here and see how this actually looks. There was quite a bit of separation, but he caught him right on the backside there and ends up getting the tripping call. So a little bit early. Let's see how this actually plays out, and I'm interested to see how the Canucks play this. Will it be slower? Will there going to be a lot of shots on goal?
All right, off this face-off, it is won by the Canucks. Big shot! Save is made by Bishop. To the corner it goes, looking for a centering pass, not able to get it there. Trying to get a little back and a rebound. And Bishop makes two saves point blank. And Dallas clears, but only as far as neutralized, where the Vancouver Canucks will take over once again. Back to the point it goes, looking for a shot, not able to get it, blocked in front. Now Vancouver setting it up. Back to the point, and looking over their options now, trying to get a shot, a little backhander, and a save is made by Bishop, and he'll cover.
Good work to hold on to that one. He was able to deke his way in, and he's kind of having his way right now, picking his spots, and if this keeps up, I'm not going to be surprised to see Vancouver strike first.
Right off this tie-up, it is controlled by the Canucks, trying to get a shot, and that is deflected, over the net. Thought it might have hit the scoreboard there, and it is controlled by the Stars, and they will clear it as far as center ice. 14 seconds ago in the Vancouver power play, trying to get maybe one more rush, but Dallas will skid it all the way down and will clear. So Vancouver 0 for 1 this evening on the man advantage. Well, they skid it right back in, looking for a chance and a shot, and Bishop the save, and he'll cover. 13 minutes to go, no score.
I like that shot on far side when he had guys streaking down there. Fake it like it's going to be a pass and try and put it in the net. Hope that he's going to try and cut back short side. Really tricky movement there, but didn't fool him yet.
All right, Bishop 6 for 6 so far tonight with the power play. And now Dallas trying to get some offensive going, and they are offside.
Oh, gloves went flying. They're going to sit in the box for that, but not actually get any punches in.
So it'll be some 4-on-4 action for our loyal fans here this evening. Or not, we skated at full strength. My apologies. All right, so the face-off at neutral ice, and the face-off is won by the Vancouver Canucks. And there's a shot. Oh, and that fooled Markstrom and missed the net. And it is controlled by the Canucks once again. And it is skated out. Here's Feglin. Feglin does a little spinorama. Shot on a glove save made by Bishop.
Bishop reaching to the skies for that one and sitting his butt down after a beautiful save. Really putting in some work here tonight.
Absolutely. All right, face-off is won. Is to the right, rather. It is won by the Stars and skated on out. Here's Perry. Perry skates it onto the line, not able to get it, and a little spin around to the boards and try to get the odd man rush, not able to just yet. And it is skated out by the Stars, and this should be an icing.
Bad pass there. I don't even know if that was icing. That just looked like a missed pass, but bottom line thrown from behind the red line and back into the boards on the other side. That is an icing.
All right, the faceoff is to the left, and it is won by the Dallas Stars. Here's Ben. Ben skating out, looking for Tyler Seguin, not able to get it to him just yet. And Perry intercepts there. Perry looks over his options, a little backhander is. Oh, and Seguin robbed point blank. Perry and to Seguin, and I don't know how Markstrom stopped him, but he did. Still controlled by Perry. Perry looks across ice, but it is carefully taken out by the Vancouver Canucks once again. They have it, trying to do some spin around on us. And here come the Dallas Stars, 1-on-2 the other way. Plenty of Vancouver Canucks back. Dallas in the midst of a change now. They get the full change, and out comes Ben. Ben at the point, looking for a shot, not able to get it just yet, and it is intercepted by the Vancouver Canucks, intercepted by the Stars. 7:10 to go, no score here at the American Airlines Arena. There's a shot saved and made by Markstrom. Rebound is controlled. Not out just yet, and Vancouver skating it out now. And they have it in the offensive zone, looking over their options. Oh, shot! I think that hit the crossbar. Bishop's best friend right now. Dallas trying to skid it out, not able to just yet. They control. Here's Vesga up to Camus. Camus over to his winger. Oh, and a little tripper there. No call there. And here's Stretch. Stretch looks over their options, trying to get it free. And he's now behind the net. Little shot, now save is made by Bishop, and it is controlled by the Canucks. Centering pass, a little cross ice, and out of the zone goes. We will have an icing.
Sometimes you can catch a goalie kind of cheating off the post as you come around, but not this time. Really, really good work by the Stars keeper to hold that post tight as someone's wrapping around behind the net.
4 minutes to play here in period number one. Off the face of one shot save is made by Bishop, and he'll cover, not wanting any further play.
A little bit of action after the whistle on both team sides. We've seen gloves drop, but no technical fights yet. We've seen guys pay for dropping the gloves. Being real interested to see if this boils over before the night's through.
Oh, I'm sure. Shot. Oh, and that missed the far post of making it 1-0 Vancouver. And here's Lenz. Lenz with a shot, and an easy save by Markstrom. And it is skated out by the Vancouver Canucks. Up the wing they come. Little spinorama. Little cross crease, and a save is made. Back to the point it goes. Vancouver Warmington's has rebound. Oh, the net was empty, but they couldn't crash it in. And Hinch trying to clear it up, but he gives it up to the Vancouver Canucks. One player there. And Dallas skating it out, and will take this icing with 1:29 to go.
Wow, that probably should have been a goal there, but wasn't able to pull the trigger fast enough. Absolutely huge opportunity missed by Vancouver. A couple of them, to be honest. So really, really going to start to get to him.
And Hughes with a shot, and a glove save is made by Bishop. And he's really showing that leather here this evening. 50 seconds to go here in period number one, and we have another icing. right, so our faceoff will be to the right of Markstrom, and is won by Vancouver, and they skated out. 25 to go in period number 1. 2-on-1 down low the other way. Cross ice shot, and it's kicked out. And Vancouver extend the play low, and somehow they missed the net with 3 seconds to go on the big scoreboard. Clock continues to tick, and time will expire on period number 1.
You know, for that being clearly an all Canucks period, I think that there was some really massive moves there by Dallas, and both had really good opportunities. The Canucks probably should have scored on at least one of those. That was massive chance, but Bishop holding it down back there in the net. Exceptional work, and that's why there's a 0-0 on the board right now. Shots heavily in favor of Vancouver. Time on attack less than a minute total for Dallas, and over 3 minutes for Vancouver. The passing on Dallas' side, 50%, unacceptable. Definitely something you know they're talking about right now, and you know that they're going to be working on. Face-offs in Vancouver's favor, and they had the power play that they weren't able to capitalize on. So good job by the penalty killers in the first here. Really excited to see what happens going into the second, how we're going to see some adjustments. Will Steele and the Canucks slow down a little bit and pick their spots a little more, get some of that sniping going, and we know them so well. And will the Stars pick up their passing and get some more clever shots on, maybe sneak something past?
I think they have to. All right, so no carryover penalties or power plays as we start the second period of play here at American Airlines Arena, and it's controlled by Dallas, and it is intercepted by the Canucks. And I definitely agree with you, and we have another tripping call coming up. Vancouver to the power play. I happen to agree with you. They need to somehow address that passing here in the second.
Absolutely, and I think a lot of it came down to they only had the puck for a minute, so there weren't a lot of passes to begin with. And that can always make your stats look really low, and if you have 2 passes and you miss 1, that makes you look bad, but it's not really bad passing, it's bad puck possession, so I think that plays a huge role.
Absolutely. All right, so Vancouver starts their second power play. Here's a shot just wide of the net, and Dallas will send it the length of the ice and stop by Markstrom. Vancouver controlling, and they will start the power play. 90 seconds to go in their second one. They skated it over the line. Back to Miller. Miller looks over the option, skates it in himself, and a save is made by Bishop. And Hansel will send it the length of the ice and make Vancouver chase once again. 17:50 to go here in period number 2. And Vancouver with a mishap pass, and that is skated out by Dallas and almost into Markstrom. And now Vancouver will skate it out. They skated it out on the line. Back to Tourneau. Tourneau cross crease and a save by Bishop. He covers with 13 seconds to go on the power play.
That was a really interesting play there. Everything that happened, these guys are like they're playing mental chess out there. Really fascinating. But as soon as the Canucks saw the Stars step up, the cross crease pass came in. Weren't able to finish it this time, but that is a recipe for disaster for the Dallas Stars.
All right, the faceoff is won and skated out and all the way down. And yes, sir. Here, take over. And it is skated by the Vancouver Canucks. Out they come and intercepted by Dallas. Dallas controlling in the offensive zone now, trying to get something set up here. And not able to get it free, and Vancouver going the other direction. Intercepted by Fanska, and it is intercepted. Take my drink. And it is intercepted by Dallas. Vancouver controlling now in the defensive zone, trying to get it up. And here is Vancouver over the line. They come, shot, scores! Canucks struck first.
And there it is. That's exactly what I was talking about going into the second here. That's the Canucks grabbing the puck and being able to put it into the back of the net, finding those sniper shots, reaching around the defender. He's so dangerous right in front of the net, but always in line with those red circles. And here you see on the right side of the right circle, right at the top of it, a little flick of the wrist and beats the goalie, sliding a little bit to the left, and the puck goes to the right. Exceptional work by Dallas, by the Canucks once again, in picking their spot and putting the puck in the back of the net. Really impressive.
Absolutely. All right, so Vancouver strikes first here. 14 minutes to go here. Dallas trying to get it right back. Cross crease, and it's deflected by the defenseman and controlled by Vancouver. Vancouver skates it in, 2-on-1 the other way. Cross crease, save, score, it's 2-0.
And there it is again. This time it's not a snipe, it's a cross crease, but they had the 2-on-1, and this is always the question. Do you step to the guy or do you cut the pass? Here, he tried to do both. He tried to sit in the middle, but the second he stuck his stick out, wide open pass. You're not going to be able to pick up the puck if your stick is out. The game removes that animation from your repertoire altogether. So if you're in that situation, my personal suggestion, let the goalie take the puck, you take the pass. Goalie can't cover the pass as easily as they can cover the puck. Let them do what they're paid to do and stop the puck one-on-one.
Scored by number 73, Tyler Toffoli, assisted by number 83, Jamie.
Intercepted by the Dallas Stars once again. Dallas comes in 3-on-1. Sagan cross crease and then stopped by Markstrom. I think that's a good example of what you just talked about. Here's Sagan back to Lindell. Cross crease shot, save it made by Markstrom and skated out. But as far as center ice, Dallas keeps in. Cross ice stands and a shot saved by Markstrom, and he gives it up. Out come the Vancouver Canucks. They lead at 3-on-2. Shot and a save is made by Bishop.
I don't think the Canucks have held on to the puck once yet. I think every time they're getting the puck down in their goalie's glove, he's passing it back out. If I was the Stars, I would be all over that. Hang off them a little bit. Second the puck comes loose, chop it or slap it right in the back of the net. Make them pay.
Absolutely. All right, so Dallas controlling the puck here. We are approaching the halfway point of regulation time now on the big scoreboard clock as of right now. So Vancouver with a 2-0 lead, giving it up to the Dallas Stars, but the Vancouver Canucks control in center ice. All the way into the Dallas zone. Here's Hesnick. He skates it out for Dallas. And we have an icing and a potential another fight.
Oh, gloves. There it is. Here comes a fight. Miller Fexa. Huge. Oh! Massive punches here. Both sides getting some licks in. A beautiful dodge, but going down. Miller comes out on top. Man, do I love a good fight. We knew it was coming. Finally, tensions boil over, and the guys on the lead on the board, or on the lead on the fight scale as well. The Canucks come out on top and boost their energy.
Yeah, and what a great way to do that. I mean, and he's wearing a famous hockey player Gordie Howe's number, so he would be very happy with that fight right there. All right, so the face-off is in the Dallas zone. So maybe we'll see if that helps Dallas at all, even though they lost the fight. Here's Hintz trying to skate it up, and Peterson intercepts. Peterson up the wing. This looks like it's going to be a delayed penalty and an icing. Vancouver just going to the power play for a charge.
Traveling. There it is, clear as day. Levels the guy.
And he's got to be careful there, because that could have easily been an elbow, which could have ended up being a major. So got to be a little bit more careful with those kind of plays. So Vancouver up by 2 already on the power play for more time. They're 0 for 2. And here comes Vancouver the other way on the power play, looking to add to their lead. Shot is deflected, and Jones sends it all the way down, making Vancouver chase. All right, so Vancouver skating backwards. There's a backwards fancy skating, and into the zone they come on the power play. Shot is blocked by the defense, controlled by Vancouver. Once again, a little backhander, and it's stopped. And another shot on the doorstep. Rebound is stopped again by Bishop. And back to the court we go. Vancouver warming to the task here. And here is Chanot. Chanot skates it, and he sends it the length of the ice. 20 seconds to go. In the man advantage, Vancouver on the midst of being 0 for 3 this evening, but they do have a 2-0 lead. Here's a 2-on-1 the other way. Here's a shot. Save is made by Bishop, and the power play has expired. Hintz trying to get it out of the zone. He does, and just out of the reach of Markstrom, but he does touch it, negating any kind of icing. And here's Vancouver skating it out. 5 minutes to go here. In period number 2, shot. Oh, it's leaving on the doorstep. It's 3-0, but Bishop stops it.
That was really scary. Coming off a big power play, a big penalty kill. The Stars were able to get back, but I think Bishop just saved their butt back there.
Oh, goalie is your best friend. Shot and a glove save is made by Bishop again.
Hey, for those of you who like what you see and you hear, and you want to be here for the next broadcast, find out when we stream next over on our Facebook page, facebook.com/TPC Sports Live, or on Twitter at TPC Sports Live. If you like us, go ahead and give us a like.
You won't be disappointed, that is for sure. All right, so 4 minutes to go here. This should be an icing, and is. So we go back the other way.
Big opportunity. There's still a heck of a lot of time. You're down 2-0, but that does not mean you're out of the game. We've seen some good shots for them. I think that the Vancouver goalie should have probably let at least one of these in so far. It hasn't much. It's been lights out, as we see another save right there. A little backhand easy save, but regardless, we've seen it from him all night. Big saves. And I think Dallas has done a good job. They need to stick with what they're doing and get a couple extra shots in there.
All right, face-off is won by Vancouver, skating it out. And over the line they come, 3-on-1. Plenty of players back, centering pass, and it is stopped by Bishop. And it is out of the zone, and Vancouver will have to chase. 2:40 to go. All the goals scored so far here in this period. And here comes a breakaway, 2-0, but a defenseman gets it out, and I think he's going to be called. A penalty shot we go.
1-on-1, the most exciting play in hockey, the penalty shot. This is owner v. owner. Both of the controllers are, both of the guys who are actually holding the controllers are the ones controlling these guys, the goalie and the shooter. Really excited to see this right here.
All right, so Steele versus Monkey Work. Steele looks at his options. Steele looks at Monkey Work. Stop him!
Going with that cocky little leave behind, trying to trick him, and not trick at all on that one. Doesn't even move.
So I wish I could talk to Monkey Work after and see how he feels about his first penalty shot save. Anyway, back to the action we go. And it is controlled by the Canucks. Big shot is stopped by Bishop and controlled by the Canucks. Still looking over their options. Back to the point. Big shot faked, and they score! I don't know how that ended up in, but it is, and it's 3-0 Canucks.
Shot it over the goalie's right leg. He was trying to cover the whole net. He was trying to make himself look big. He had guys over to the left, faked over to the left, and then cut back in. And Bishop just let up. He was a little too far out of the goal. Was able to sneak it in over the side. The second he dropped down into the butterfly, the Canucks player cut back over to the other side and put it right in over his leg. Exceptional work.
Absolutely. All right, so 1:07 to go. Another potential fight. Dallas is not interested. And we still play on here. And here's Russell. Back to Hughes. Hughes has it for Russell. Russell looks over his options with 15 to go in period number 2. Canucks with a commanding right now 3-0 lead. Plenty of time left on the big scoreboard clock as it clicks down here at the end of the period. But Dallas will have one period to figure something out. They trail by 3 as we head into the second intermission.
The first thing they got to do is they got to get their defense under wraps. Right now, Vancouver's being able to lock in 2, sometimes 3-on-1. Unacceptable. You can't keep stepping up and giving them these opportunities. And the other thing would be to cut passes in the offensive zone or the defensive zone if you're Dallas. Don't let them just walk around with the puck like we're seeing here. You know? It's too much. And on the other side, keep doing what you're doing. I mean, 22-10 in shots. Vancouver with a 3-0 lead. Really, really good. Dallas a little bit more physical, but time of possession well in favor of Vancouver, as is the passing. Passing only raised up 5.6% for Dallas, so they really got to work on passing. I think that they still have time to get back up over 60, maybe even 65% before the end of the game if they're really on their game, but they're getting a lot of passes cut, especially in the offensive zone. Really want to see that work out. And they've taken 3 penalties. Luckily, their penalty killers have been up to the challenge and prevented any goals while on the kill, but it does tire your team out, and that leaves opportunities after the kill for other goals.
Absolutely. All right, so as we enter the final period, no carryover penalties or power plays. The box is empty. And so Vancouver controlling the face-off, and it is in their zone right now. And they're skating it up, and it is controlled by Dallas. And once again, controlled by Vancouver. Oddman rush shot. Oh, and Bishop bounds on his defenseman. And out comes the Dallas Stars trying to get it. Oh, and it's a weird angle shot. Here's a chance for Dallas, but it's intercepted by Vancouver. And they slow things down just a little, but here they come the other way, looking for some more offense. Back to the point it goes. Point to point. Back they skate, continuing to make Dallas run around here. Passing is awesomely looking great for the Vancouver Canucks. Back to the point it goes. To the other point, and trying to skate it in, doesn't like their options yet. Still looking, Dallas trying to figure out which man to cover here. Not able to do it, and finally, Dallas skates it on out with a 3-on-2 the other way. They can take advantage here. Back to the point it goes. Lindell looks over his options. Not able to get a shot just yet. Here's Sagan, and he is intercepted by the Vancouver Canucks once again. 14 minutes and 35 seconds on the big scoreboard clock. It is now in danger for the Dallas Stars. They need to get something going offensively. Here's Jeans up to Hintz over the line. Looks over his options, a little backhander pass, and a save is made by Markstrom. And out comes Miller for Vancouver. Up to Peterson to Miller. Looks for Peterson, not able to get it there. Peterson does get it though. Back to Miller. Miller's trying to get it back to Peterson. He doesn't see it just yet, and it is intercepted by the Dallas Stars. And they intercept once again, and Dallas is trying to get it on out. Here is Feska. Feska looks over the options, and an easy good save by Markstrom. He does give it up. And as you mentioned earlier, Amir, they have not been able to take advantage of that at all during this hockey game. So we'll see if that plays any facts as we approach the halfway point of the third period here. And it is controlled once again by Dallas, getting everybody onside. Nope. Offside we go.
Hey, if you're enjoying the broadcast, consider donating to help keep the lights on over at patreon.com/TPC Sports Live. We are 100% funded by the greatest community on the internet. We have great rewards available to our donors, including merch, and we'll do some shout-outs in just a second.
All right, there's a face-off. It is won by Dallas, trying to get a little wraparound, and it's stopped by Markstrom. And here's a potential 2-on-1, but broken up by Handel. And it is again intercepted by Perry, but again, it is controlled by the Canucks. Behind the net it goes. A little backhander, and luckily for Dallas, there was a player for them. Dallas trying to skate it out. Back it goes, skating around. Pass to an empty point man. Luckily, they will get their first 8 minutes to go. Oh, and a little mishap there, and Bishop has to cover.
I just want to give a shout out to one of our donors over there for $5 or more, who is this game's official sponsor, Dino911. Thank you so much for your donation. It's because of donors like you that we can put on the show that we do. Head on over to patreon.com/TPC Sports Live. Become a Patreon member. Thank you to all, and thank you to Dino911, our official sponsor of this game.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so here is Camo trying to get it out, not able to. Controlled by the Canucks. Under 6.5 to play in regulation time. 3 goals is our score right now, 3-0. And Vancouver just skating it around, wasting some clock here, and not able to get it is Dallas. Back they go is Vancouver. Up the wing they come. Shot, and it's stopped by Ben Bishop, and it is controlled and iced all the way down.
Dallas running out of time here. I'd like to see him at least put one in the back of the net before the end of the game. Looks like we're going to see a timeout by the leading team. Very interesting.
I actually like that call because Steele saw all of his lines were in the yellow or red. So that is a good use of the timeout for the coach. Make sure your players know exactly what he wants them to do for the last 4 or 5 minutes of the game. So I think that's an actually great play.
For sure. But should be noted, both teams get fully charged lines when you take a timeout. So it gives the Stars a chance to rest as well.
Absolutely. That's always the plus minus. There's a shot kicked out by the Vancouver Canucks once again. And so it is controlled by Johns. Johns up the wing. And here comes Dallas. Tripped up on the play. No call there. 3:45 to go in regulation time now. Canucks, little twisting turns, and it is controlled by the Canucks in the offensive zone. Looking for a shot, is blocked by the defense of the Dallas Stars. They skate it out now. And now we have a shot, and a save is made by Markstrom. And it is skated out again by Vancouver. Vancouver leaves a 2-on-1 the other way. Vancouver trying shot is blocked by the defense, still loose, and is controlled behind the net. Back to the point it goes, point to point. Looks to the options. This is incredible passing, and that is all the way down, and no icing on this one. Last minute of play in regulation time is always in real time, so as we go offside.
Absolutely. This is final minute here. Big chance for a final drive.
And it looks like another fight initiated, but nothing saying for Dallas. So 50 seconds to go for the Vancouver Canucks. In they come for the continuing of the Tornado Championship here. And they are behind the net, trying to look over their options. 35 to go, regulation time, back to the point. Not even letting Dallas get their hands on the puck just yet. And now we'll have another power play. Vancouver to the power play.
Absolutely. With this win here today, Vancouver has now gone 4 consecutive weeks as the Tornado Players Champion, tying the only other person to ever hold it, myself, with a 4-week run, which was the longest before right now. Now it's tied for the longest. And if he's able to win next week's game, he will hold the record for the longest. Next week, it looks like he's going against the Detroit Red Wings.
We'll see if Detroit learned anything from this game. All right, so down to the last 15 seconds to go in this hockey game. And realistically, and a little hit there behind the line, centering pass. And it is back to the point to Hughes, to Tourneau. Tourneau trying to get it free. Back to the other point to Peterson. Peterson, last 5. And Markstrom will get a shutout here with the final score being 3-0. But Vancouver could not score on power play. So perhaps Detroit needs to exploit that in the next game.
Really, really good game here. It was a lot of fun to watch. I don't think the scoreboard reflects how well the Stars actually did. This is inarguably the best team in the TPCFL or TPCHL. They have been undefeated so far in this season. So really good job in keeping up with them and holding them to 3. And really good work by Monkey Work. Coming off a hard season so far, 1 win, 1 tie, and 5 losses. But I think this was actually a really good game for them. Passing, obviously, a weak point needs to be worked on a little bit. Otherwise, they were really, really strong. They were able to kill the power plays, maybe get a little less power plays, and work on keeping your defense back there. Having so many 2-on-1s, the score maybe should have been a little bit higher, and Vancouver wasn't able to finish on a couple that normally they would. But I think right on the other side, Vancouver's goalie, Markstrom earned the shutout. Those 14 saves weren't easy shots. There were a lot of really hard shots in there. So really good job by both teams.
So as the player who beat you, how do you beat the Vancouver Canucks going further? Like, what would you recommend to whoever's watching this game of who plays them next? What do you recommend?
Give him as few shots on goal as possible. He's so dangerous with the snipe. And his passing's so strong. You got to find some weaknesses, and if you have an opportunity, you have to capitalize on it. You can't be missing shots. So capitalize on your opportunities, and don't give him 2-on-1s. Don't give him breakaways. He's gonna beat you every time on that. And where you can, shut him down. Don't be pulling penalties if you can help it.
All right. So we're going to wrap things up here. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in to TPC Sports Live, where tonight's final score was the Vancouver Canucks 3, the Dallas Stars 0. Our producer tonight was the great Langell. For my partner, Meaner, I am Nitro603 saying good night all.